What's up, YouTube? It is your boy Lowpes, and welcome back to another Kraftwerks Supercharger build video. I have people here making fun of me and getting red as always. Welcome back. Today, this is the third episode in, and we're gonna get some progress done today. We have some cool stuff to show you. I got some stuff to install. It's gonna look all pretty. It's gonna look better than Alexander's Mazda that has no front emblem, which is good. Yeah, I got stolen. Yeah, someone stole Alexander's front. Look at that. Someone stole that. How do you? Oh, it's okay. How many times have you sworn?
Stop.
How do you feel about that?
I feel betrayed.
Betrayed, huh?
Yeah, look at this light.
Oh, you look so beautiful.
Oh my god, it's in my face.
So Mr. Freight is here. Mr. Freight is here, and we got some K-Tune goodies to install on the Civic, CSX, Acura CSX Type S, whatever you want to call it. And Alex is just around the corner with Chris's new car, Mr. Freight's new cars. He did something today called Access Sport Cobb.
Oh man.
So enjoy that. And K-Tune, if you want to sponsor the build, go right ahead. Cool. Hold up the box. Let's get K-Tune to sponsor the build. Hey guys, if you want to sponsor the build, you can sponsor the build. Great. So you probably know what it is, but I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's a fuel rail. We're just waiting for Master Mechanic Alex to get here, and then we're gonna start. I'm probably gonna get things ready. Oh, so focus. So those lines show that it's in focus. And let's go see a Freight. Let's go look at Freight's new car, huh?
Oh, don't do it.
Should we show them? Oh, it's bright out here. Hey, guys, guess what it is? Guess. Alex is driving it around. Guess what it is? Oh, you launched it? Yeah. Yo, we're coming.
Of course he launched.
Yo, okay, wait, we're coming. Y'all gotta close this garage. We're gonna catch that launch.
Foot on the brake, full throttle, let go. That's it, just like that.
Launch control. Yo, this thing moves now. Holy shit. Yo, this thing moves.
That's nice.
Yeah, you hold your left foot on the brake, the right foot full, like you gotta hold the brake nice though, right?
Yeah.
And full throttle the gas, and then let go of the brake, that's it.
So this is Christopher Freight's 2015 WRX. It is white, it is beautiful, it is nice. He got rid of his Civic. Sorry, Honda guys. I know his 9 was beautiful, but it is gone. And this boogie's pretty well. Woo. We're gonna get a review on this nice Subaru.
Stop.
What's your problem?
Alex, I wore this shirt for you, eh? They call me Cuban beat, eh?
No, you're missing the blue though. You're missing the blue.
I know.
That's going in. You messed up.
No.
Now what we're gonna install is the AC line, manifold, and the injectors. We're gonna start with the AC line, run it. It's pretty simple, just screws in. Manifold, the injectors probably we can do before the manifold. Get them in and then bolt everything up, and at least that's another step that will be done for today, and we're gonna see how long that takes us and how far we're gonna get today, but that is the goal as of now. So the AC line is pretty easy to follow because you took the last one out obviously, so you know where it goes. So it goes to underneath the alternator, it goes all the way up and it screws into here, and your burp stinks.
That was a nice one.
Oof. Then basically what we did is we put the stud back on so that we can put the manifold on.
For this. Where the fuck is the nut for this?
Well, all the nuts are in the bags that say manifold because I labeled them. So screw the 10 mil back into the AC line. What you're gonna do is you're gonna put the gasket in for the manifold. Hopefully this song doesn't get copyrighted. Yeah. So we're gonna put the gasket in, and as you can see, just follow the outline of your actual manifold, and not the manifold, the block, and you're gonna see all the screw holes line up. Then from here, we're just gonna put the manifold on, and I'm gonna have to help Alex. So, I don't know if I can hold the camera and do this, guys, because there's no one else here.
No, you can't.
And I'm gonna have to help him. So let's show him the manifold. This thing's a beaut. Skunk 2 manifold. It's a beautiful.
Actually, it's a good thing we threw that fucking that metal thing out because
it would get in the way.
You can't bolt it into here anyways.
Ah, see.
I'm thinking of these things.
Or just getting lucky, one or another, huh?
Fuck yeah.
Alex, I, Mello, and Freight have our own language. We can't speak English properly, so we always mess up a whole bunch of things. And one of the things that Freight said one day, he wanted to say, I don't even know, and it came out like this. I know. And from now, till forever. That is how we say, I don't even know. Just a little insight in our little group we have. So we're putting the manifold in, and it's giving us, it's a little tight, giving us a bit of trouble. So what we're gonna do is we're going to take one of the studs out that goes into the block towards the manifold, so that it will make it a lot easier for us to put the manifold in. So we're doing the double nut trick. So you put two nuts facing each other, and then you can loosen the whole stud itself. You tighten them like face to face, then the whole stud should be able to come out afterwards. And now like this, the whole stud is being released from the block, which will give us the amount of play that we need to basically get the manifold in. Exciting! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the manifold is in. That trick we showed you where you have to take the stud out made life so much easier. So if you guys do that, I promise you it will be extremely easy to get the manifold in. It made our lives quite a bit easier doing that, right? So that is in. The manifold's in now. We're going to work on the injectors and all the bolts basically aside from this. Before you put the manifold in, underneath you have one of your rad lines that go into the manifold.
Coolant lines. Coolant
lines, sorry. You have one of your coolant lines that go into the manifold. And what you're going to do is you're going to make sure you basically put that in before you put the manifold. And what Alex is trying to do now, there's a clamp there that goes around it. And he's trying to get to it. Let's see if I can get you guys a view. Yeah, so you guys see that there, right? I cannot believe this is real life. Like, this is crazy. Like, I was just telling Alex a second ago. Alex especially, obviously, as you guys can tell by the videos, we went from installing just like radios and decks and head units in cars, HIDs, to now we're installing a supercharger, which is crazy too, because I don't even feel like I'm installing a supercharger on my car. I feel like we're just working on the car, doing whatever, but like it does not feel like I am installing a supercharger in my car because I've wanted this for so long. It's still so super surreal. I'm super excited. I can't wait till this thing's on and we're driving. I'm hoping to make a ton of videos for you guys. Like I said before, I'm still looking for a proper mounting unit that will hold this camera properly inside the car so we can get a lot of in-car reactions. I'm going to take a couple of co-workers, maybe my mom, my dad, scare some people in the car. I know it's not the fastest thing in the world, but they haven't been in any faster, so that's what's gonna be crazy. Woo! Real life. Oh, I got it! Oh, shit!
What's up, boys? What's up?
Guys, this is rare.
This is rare.
This is rare.
When's the last time you saw Mello in a video?
It's been a while. No.
When's the last time you saw Mello? That's the first time I've ever seen Mellows in a video.
Alright guys, I'm going. I just came to drop this off.
Thanks, see you later. And this is the grams 1000cc injectors that are going into my K-Tune fuel rail. That's going into my K20's i3 Kraftwerks Supercharger kit.
We alright.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, yo, this quality is like insane. I should make music videos. No? I still don't understand why they polish the backside and the front has like an aluminum finish. Whatever. Okay, so to put the injectors in, it seems like all you have to do is push it, which I think you do because it doesn't look like there's anything to clip of any sort. Right? It just looks like you just push in and that's about it. Make sure you have a good seal. Shout out to the homies at Pizza that said what's up to me on Friday. Thank you for watching. Shout out to you. Alright guys, so the real tip of the day is that the K-tuned fuel rail does not fit. I will show you guys why. We thought it fit, but it doesn't. I had measurements of a Skunk 2 one that fit, and I measured to this, and this was smaller. For some reason, it still does not fit. So there goes that. We're gonna put the OEM one for now. We'll upgrade one in the future. That sucks. So we still have the injectors into the manifold, but unfortunately the fuel rail is hitting this, which is the bracket to the supercharger. With these guys, what we end up doing is putting the injectors into the fuel rail first, and now we're trying to put it inside the manifold. It is a little tricky, you gotta apply pressure. If you do have fuel on hand, you can put fuel around the injectors and it'll help slip it in. So, slip it in. And lubricate it. So yeah, unfortunately we're gonna have to run this OEM ugly fuel rail for now, just so we can continue with the progress. But it is what it is. What we ended up having to do is these are my old RDX K2 injector clips. So what we have to do is we have to cut them off, splice them, and put the ones that come with the Kraftwerks kit and splice them as you see Alex is doing right now. And we gotta do that for all of them because...
What's that, dude?
Oh, it's inside the car over there. Because these will not fit. Well, these ones will. The older ones would not fit with these clips, the injectors here, so you have to use the ones they gave you. So just splice it, 2 wires, that's about it. So like I said, you have to splice the cables because what I had previous, that may work for you guys, but didn't work for me, was I had the RDX injectors, so I had RDX injector clips. So what we have to do is we have to splice the wires, and then what we are using now, we're using basically shrinkable tubing, and what you do is you just apply some heat. Let me just move this out of the way for Alex. You guys can see. You apply some heat, and this is weatherproof too, so you're not gonna get any water in there or anything. You can get these at your local store. I got a Canadian Tire for $4. You get about 6 in a pack, and you can slice them. And what we're gonna have to do is go through every injector and take them apart like this, splice them together, and add this. So this is just something that I had to do. I'm not sure if you guys do. I'm pretty sure it's a basically clip-on for you guys because unless you've done RDX injector clips, I think it's just simple. But these, once again, I had RDX injectors, so this is why we're taking this step. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. One part that does not come in the Kraftwerks kit is the map sensor. You need a 3-bar map sensor from Skunk 2. So this is it. It goes on to basically the manifold of the car, and that is about it. It's very simple. Here it is. Just showing you guys so you guys know you need to buy this with the kit. Well, it doesn't come with the kit, buy it. Yeah, another thing we can't use is we can't use this original cup, that's it, that holds all the injector wires together. Unfortunately, we can't use it. So maybe what we'll do is after we plug them in, we'll wrap some tape around all the wires so it looks nice and clean and black. Or yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. And we're gonna do that. And one thing that they don't say in the instructions is this ground here. Let me get this in focus. This ground here, what a lot of people have been doing is they've been grounding it to their motors via this little bolt where I have the down star here. So hopefully it grounds properly. And that is the only thing I'm thinking of. That they don't tell us, but I've seen it in pictures. A lot of people ground it here, and that's your only option really. So just in case you guys don't see it in the install guide, that's just a little tip for you guys as well. So there you go. So now this is pretty much done. That's an easy clip and go. Tighten a few bolts here and route that. So what we're trying to do now is just put the belt on around some of the pulleys at the moment. This is going to be hard for me to show you guys just because it's in a tight space, and me and Alex both have to do this together. So
okay,
we're going to do this, and then I'm going to show you how it looks afterwards. The guide says to put on the supercharger first and the pulley, but we're going to do it like this so it's all in position. So when we do install it, it's basically ready to go. So we'll try a different way. We've routed the serpentine belt, which was a bit of a pain in the ass. And what we did was zip tied it to the AC line so we can continue leaving tension on it. Now we are tightening all the brackets that go towards the supercharger, and then we're going to install the supercharger right here, and then put the pulley on the back side, and we're going to basically put the serpentine belt over the pulley, and that's how everything gets driven towards the supercharger. So just give you a little update. This is where you need your torque wrench. And how many pounds of pressure are we doing this at, Alex?
8.
8 pounds of pressure. And this is a 3/8 torque wrench that we just got recently, which is pretty cool. Finally at the time where the supercharger is going to get installed, the actual Rotrex unit itself. This is very exciting to actually see this thing go in. We're doing all the bracket work and everything now. We've tightened, let me show you guys. So we've tightened these bolts down here, which is a little difficult to see. But if I can brain it up, that'd be great, right? See, we tightened these 2 bolts down here at 8 pounds with a torque wrench, and we've tightened this one as well at 8 pounds. And now we're going to install the supercharger, the big guy, Mac Daddy himself, which is quite exciting. At the moment, what we are doing is we are placing the supercharger in place, and then we are just hand tightening the bolts that sit there to as snug as we can, just hand tighten at the moment. Then after, once we put the pulley on this side, we're going to bring the serpentine belt over it, and then we're going to secure everything at once, just so we have a bit of slack if we need it with the belt. That is what we've researched and what we have found. And yeah, we're getting there. It's sick to see this thing actually in. Now, before I didn't even look like I was doing a supercharger because it was just a manifold. Looked like I just got a Skunk 2 manifold or something. But now seeing this in, this is pretty badass. It's really exciting. For the bolts that are going into the back of the pulley, What we end up doing, just because this is the way we mounted it, we put the 110 millimeter pulley at the back of the Rotax unit. We put 2 bolts in with that Loctite so it can hold it in tight. And now we've put the third one of these in, and that has Loctite. And now we're going to use the other ones and put them all in, and then we're going to remove the 2 that we put in here and put Loctite on that, just so everything's in place. You're going to torque it to 8 pounds of torque, and this is coming to life. This is getting real now.
Put a 16 mil wrench in here, and we get a pipe here. You put it in here, and then you pull this back. So one person pulls this back, and it'll bring the pulley to go down and back. So you'll have room to put the belt up and over. So you gotta kind of slip it in here, and then you hook it up and over. And then this bolt right here, you need to get a crow's foot, basically like this, with a torque wrench, and you feed it into here. While this person's holding this one down, you put this crow's foot over here, put the torque wrench there, and you torque it to 41 pounds of torque. And then you slowly, once you have the belt all positioned right, then you slowly let this go, and then the belt should be good. And then once the belt's all hooked on here, nice and tight, then these were all snug, right? So now you would torque this 8 pounds of torque each bolt, but go opposite of each, and make sure that this wheel doesn't turn any, like, you know, if it turns slightly, it's fine, but if you just try not to turn it, and then that's pretty much it. And that's what we did there.
Yeah, boost it for the boys! Today was a very successful day. We got the Rotax unit on, the pulleys on, serpentine belt on, injectors are in, fuel rail is in. Let me think, quite a bit of work done. So I'm going to finish off the video here. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Big shout out to Alex. Go follow him on Instagram. He's got a beautiful Subaru. And big shout out to all my friends and family out there. Do it once, do it right. Peace!